everybody, gonna go ahead and get started here. Our top 15 pickups of 2025 year in review. First thing we're gonna see here is Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane, number 71. Why this? Well, it is the second part of a story that introduces Catwoman to the Silver Age. But more significantly, I got it as a gift from a friend I made who got me this in response to last year's video where I got part 1 from my brother. And yeah, you know, just really cool guy. Glad I met him, introduced me to a lot of people. Shout out Joe. It turns out a year after we knew each other, we were basically related. And long story. Yeah, the great guy, great time, and yeah, check out his YouTube channel as well. He introduced me to quite a few really cool people in the area, one of which, Evil Nerd Pete in Morton Grove, Illinois, had a comic swap event at his barbershop. And while there, I got a couple cool things, one of which is The Brave and the Bold, number 85. This is, for all intents and purposes, the first real Green Arrow appearance. Took him out of the old frock and tunic of the Golden Age, even Silver Age. He was kind of there. This is what really started to reinvigorate the character, and for all intents and purposes made the character that we know today. First time you get this costume, great Neil Adams artwork, even having a political figure like a senator on the cover really fits with what the character would become. Alright, next up might be my favorite of the entire year's pickups. This is a magazine from the collection of Pete himself. Honk. I'd never heard of it before. I love Calvin and Hobbes, grew up with it, still revisit it from time to time, real fantastic stuff. And it's such a great Bill Watterson cover. You get some Alan Moore going on there, a lot of independent comics and interviews within. But yeah, this does include an interview with Bill Watterson, which if you're familiar with him, you know how rare that is. So I thought just so cool, such a great pickup. Now we've got Superstars of Magic Giant number 1. This is a chunky, giant Zatanna story, real cool cover. You also get a little bit of extra magic because you get a Flash versus Abracadabra story in there as well. Just kind of connects her with a lot of the DC Magic universe. I read it, it's a good time. And what's really significant about this is I got it for $5. So this is like a $50 to $100 book. It's not in the greatest of shape, but you know, good enough for me. Really, really cool stuff there, and a good read too. From the same vendor, I got my first foreign variant on an issue. I don't recall if I got this one for $5 still. I might have had to pay $20 for it, I think. But reprint of Daredevil number 9, which is a story I really enjoy. Art by Wally Wood, Stan Lee. I do not read, I believe this is Spanish. I do not know that language whatsoever. But just the fact that it is a foreign language reprint, so cool, especially from a character that I really love and collect. So that was a huge pickup for me as well. And I recommend people read the story, it's a lot of fun too. Also from that same booth, I think this might actually be our only Green Lantern representation this year. Another $5 pickup. Again, this is a pretty expensive book. It's in like lower mid-grade. There's a little bit of a crease there, but still $5 is kind of crazy. I believe this is Nick Cardy art. Star Sapphire, there's like a Lois Lane swap kind of deal, as usually happens when she's when a female villain encounters. People like this cover for certain reasons. Not me. I'm more just about, like, you know, Green Lantern and everything. So yeah, just really cool artwork, and like some Star Sapphire representation. It's cool she's getting in like the Justice League now and stuff. She's not just tied down to that universe. Next up, talking about Gooner covers, I got some Art Adams, Emma Frost. Now there's some Art Adams, Emma Frost covers that are way more famous and popular than this one. I didn't know this cover existed. I've been going through trying to find a lot of Emma Frost stuff. She's one of my favorite characters. And this cover in particular really struck me because she's in diamond form. Even like the hair is bulletproof. You get the background and stuff. And it's just so cool. For $2, yeah, definitely. I like the cold expression on her face, just kind of walking in, the smoke behind her, guns going off. Might be my favorite diamond form Emma cover. So for $2, why not? Alright, bonus time. This was a $1 pickup. This is the Batman OnStar special. What happens when the Riddler steals the Batmobile? How Batman can use OnStar to save the day. This was a $1 pickup. Needed to include this. A lot of fun. Talking about fun books, this was another one. I just picked this up. This is God's Smuggler. Lord, I have Bibles for your children across the border. You have made blind eyes see. Please make seeing eyes blind. You've got the Soviet Union there. Stack full of Bibles in the car. We got a pink dashboard, an orange steering wheel. God's Smuggler. I did look into this. This is from the early 70s. Apparently it's based on a book. For being from the early 70s, 49 cents is steep. Spire Christian Comics were really hitting the presses for this one. Yeah, very fascinating piece of history here. Next up, I think, is a really modern, and by modern I mean came out this year, comic. This is Wonder Woman 25 by Tom King. And I have not caught up with Tom King's Wonder Woman run. I'm a big fan of his work in general. I did enjoy like the first collected volume I read of it. I kind of know where this is going and where these characters are at, but I'm waiting for it to be collected to really read through it. But I did see this character in this cover, and I needed to get this variant. I do have the base comic as well, with a really cool Greek pottery artwork. But this character's design is so cool. The name Matriarch, this artwork is just incredible. Negative space cover on top of things, and yeah, I got really lucky. Like, I was a day late before I really knew what this was. It was already selling crazy online. I luckily found a store. I went to 2 stores. They were sold out. I did finally go to one store on a whim. I was just going to buy this for like $25. Went to a store on a whim. They had it. Got it for the base price. So I'm really happy, and that gave me a lot of excitement that day. Alright. Next up is one I might have to toss because it is a little moldy. I didn't know this existed either. I got this at a horror convention. This is Donatello of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Art of the Bow. Apparently they made these for all 4 of the Ninja Turtles, and this is actually what it sounds like, an authorized training manual about each of the weapons in the Ninja Turtles arsenal and how to use them. I did a little bit of martial arts. I did not learn anything from this. I wasn't, getting a broomstick and practicing along. Though I just thought the concept of this was so cool, especially because Donatello was my favorite Ninja Turtle growing up. So yeah, that was real neat. But like I said, it's a little moldy. You got some spine rust, and yeah, not entirely sure what to do with it. I don't want to throw it out, but I might have to. But it was cool to have. Okay, this one is just sorry getting a little bit of a bag wave, but that just shows you this was an older bagged and priced comic. This is Detective Comics number 365. Batman and Robin storm the house that Joker built only to run into a hail of bullets. So this is checkerboard, so that means it's from 66 or 67. Just a real cool purple background cover. Early Detective Comics got this for $18. Real good shape, all things considered. A lot of fun, and I know for a fact Paul Dini was hugely inspired by this. He read this a lot growing up. Paul Dini later wrote Batman the Animated Series, among other things, so that's pretty neat to have that part of history. Okay, now we're getting into the final couple here. This one is the most recent one that I've gotten. This is a gift from my brother. I've been looking for this for a long time. I love the Doom Patrol. I recently read the Silver Age Doom Patrol issues collected, and they might be my favorite Silver Age series. It is so much fun. And this issue is no exception. This is Doom Patrol number... Do they not have it numbered on the cover? No, 86. This is when the title switched to being the Doom Patrol, but more importantly, this is the first appearance of the Brotherhood of Evil, which include the Brain, Monsieur Mala, Madame Rogue, and Eric Morden, who later becomes Mr. Nobody. I love the concept of the Brain and Mala. That is so... it is so funny. Brain in a jar with his intelligent, philosophical French militaristic gorilla. It's just a lot of fun, a lot of goofiness, the world's strangest heroes and the world's strangest villains. So great cover as well. Pretty good shape. He got it for a real good deal. Alright. Definitely a change of pace here. We have some David Aja. Scarlet Witch number 10. I never thought I would actually find this thing. I got so lucky. Beautiful cover. Love this series. It really involves Scarlet Witch going from location to location, kind of as an exorcist, investigating what's going on with witchcraft. I believe the premise is Witchcraft is Dying, written by James Robinson, most known for Golden Age JSA and Starman, but this issue in particular is probably my favorite story in it. Highly recommend you check this out, and the cover is just exceptional on top of that. Really cool. Alright, this one, so this year I read all of Peter David's Hulk, and this was an accurate image of me half the time I was reading it. It's very funny. I got some real cool Hulk stuff this year. I did get first Joe Fixit. I got first Peter David writing the Hulk, but this one to me is the most touching. I kept it up in my room. Times have been a little tough this year, and it would always kind of make me smile. Great moment it's referencing at the end of the issue. I really never thought I'd care about the relationship between Bruce and Betty, but they really got me here. And this is no exception. Joe Fixit, maybe the best Hulk. Maybe Immortal Demon Hulk is pretty cool too, but besides the point, highly recommend you read it. And then about a week into reading it, Peter David died. So rest in peace, Peter David. You made some great stuff. I'm looking forward to reading X Factor too. Alright, this last one, only graded comic this year. Just fine by me, but my brother also got me this. This is the first appearance of the Silver Age Atom, who for all intents and purposes is really just the first Atom. Gil Kane, great cover. I really love the sunset background, how small it is. Yeah, he wanted to get me something that I'd like but wouldn't expect, and he definitely succeeded. So definitely a big shout out to him. He did well. He got me the Atom and Mala and the Brain this year. So quite the repertoire. But yeah, if you're looking for a pretty affordable first Silver Age appearance of a character with a pretty cool cover, definitely check this one out. Alright guys, that about does it for today. Glad I got to show you those. I just wanted to do like a kind of a face update reveal. I cut my hair, so I just wanted that chronicled there, get some extra stuff in the background. But thanks so much for tuning in. Yeah, I didn't post like anything this year. That is because I am in grad school and don't really have much of an income right now. So we're doing the best we can. As you can see, a big theme this year was just cool covers and gifts. So I'm, liking my deals, everything I come across, and I know a lot of people are in kind of a more economically precarious situation right now. So, we got this. Just hang in there. And, yeah, hope you all have a great night. And then one last thing. I don't know if I forgot this, but my buddy and I, we've been streaming on Whatnot, selling some comics, cards, you name it, action figures. I'm going to put the link up here and in the description. Come and check us out. We stream about once every month or two.